It's brown with tape on it. It's a box. Let's go.
Welcome to the channel. This is Technoscope.
I've been waiting for this since February, and now it's finally here. When Nvidia announced they would be releasing an Android TV console, I had never been more sure of a purchase I was going to make in my life. The reason you're here is very simple. You know that unlike most YouTube tech reviewers, I actually have experience with Android TV. I personally own and used on a daily basis 2 Nexus players. So knowing that this device was coming soon and knowing that I would definitely own one, I reached out to Nvidia and asked for my own review unit. I did not hear back from Nvidia, but that's okay, because I still have one. I apologize for the focus problems here. The camera was still in manual mode. This side of the box shows the available accessories for the Shield Android TV. I want the remote, but I do not have it yet. But the Shield stand I won't be getting. This side of the box shows what's inside and the amazing specs of this little unit. Now in hindsight, I'm not really sure this side of the box was actually meant to be opened. And there she is, the most powerful device to ever run the Android operating system. On the rear you have ventilation, a micro SD card slot, USB 2.0, two USB 3.0 ports, gigabit Ethernet, HDMI 2.0, and of course the power port. The gigabit port gives you low latency, high bandwidth data communications for one of the biggest features of the Nvidia Android TV console. The HDMI 2.0 port is capable of 4K output at 60 frames per second. This cable should be able to handle the 4K output from this device, but seriously, if you have a 4K TV, go buy something better. This USB cable is used to charge the Shield game controller. And down here we have the Shield's power supply. This adapter allows this unit to be used in the US. And finally, we have one of the ugliest but most functional game controllers I've ever seen. These buttons here control the volume on your TV if it supports it. This controller is actually quite impressive. It feels great in your hands, and the buttons are satisfying to press. It feels like a high quality controller. The top has 4 capacitive buttons, which are a welcome addition over the Nexus Player's controller. Although all too often I found myself accidentally pressing the Shield button. On the top you have the micro USB charge port, the audio jack, the 2 triggers, and the 2 bumpers for controls. Yes, I pulled the manual out and I opened it up, but I did not read it, so my man card is still fully intact. On the bottom of the console is this rubber-like grip. It looks like pilot-like brushed plastic, but it's actually rubber, or something that feels a lot like rubber. So here she is, one of the most powerful consoles on the market right now, one of the most powerful media players, sitting firmly at $200. and it's running Android TV, which is a platform that was considered dead on arrival by most tech reviewers last year when it came out. Nvidia has proven to the world that not only is Android TV not dead on arrival, it may just take over the console market entirely. This thing is very powerful and one of the most capable systems on the market today. It may not play Blu-ray disc, but it can do a lot more than a PS4 or an Xbox One can at this moment. Now the graphics may not be as powerful, but the system has far more capability. And at only $200, this device definitely deserves your attention. I am Elemento, and this is Technoscope.
Technoscope is a Twisted Curve production.